This is the most important movie ever made about XRP Ripple. Finally, the long-running fight between Ripple and the SEC is coming to an end in our favor. It's not just news and rumors. This information has already been proven. The time has finally come for everyone who owns XRP. Some crypto experts think that the XRP Ripple coin price could soon go over $600.00. That's pretty cool, right? This video really does amaze me. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene. The crypto world is going crazy because Ripple and the SEC look like they're almost done with their long-running court case. Recently, both sides made a motion to pause their appeal proceedings at the same time. This could mean that a solution is close at hand. This move isn't just a change to the way things work. It looks like Ripple and the SEC have decided to settle, but only until the SEC gives their official approval. This joint filing is a big change in tone from both sides. Ripple and the SEC have been in one of the most watched court cases in the history of crypto law for years. It changed how people in the business think about how to classify tokens, how to enforce laws, and how to come up with new ideas when they're under a lot of pressure. With this move, they're telling the court that they want to put things on hold, not to delay justice, but to agree on terms that could end the whole thing. A legal source told me, Filing, Law and Crypto Barbie shared it. In order to save money on legal fees and court resources, the move asks that both the appeal and the cross-appeal be sent in, including Ripple's answer, which was supposed to be sent on April 16th. All parties have agreed to be open and honest, with the SEC promising to give a status update within 60 days. If the judge agrees to the break. This makes sure that the people and the courts know what to do next, even though things are uncertain right now. Crypto experts and well-known people have already begun to weigh in. Both the SEC and Ripple have filed a move to stop appeals so that the settlement can be finalized. Amanix wrote, "Be ready," which shows how many people in the XRP community feel right now. Jack the Rippler, another well-known figure, said that the deal is still waiting for commission approval. This suggests that SEC politics could be the last thing that stops this agreement from becoming official. And Random Crypto Pal may have taken the most risk when he said XRP could be the next Bitcoin. He meant that if the regulatory cloud breaks, XRP could finally reach its long-promised potential. If we look back, the SEC's appeal began on October 3, and Ripple's cross-appeal came a week later. The SEC sent in its opening brief on January 15, which began months of judicial maneuvering. But now, instead of getting ready for the next round of court cases, both sides are taking a step back and trying to work out their differences for good. This change could mean more than just the end of a case. For the whole crypto business, it could be the start of a new era. If the settlement goes through, it will set a standard for how officials handle digital assets and could make it easier for more institutions to use XRP. Developers, investors, and exchanges have been working in an environment of fear and uncertainty for far too long. This would bring much-needed clarity to their lives. The fight between Ripple and the SEC has grown to represent a larger conflict between new ideas and rules. This move gives people a last chance to find a middle ground. An answer would not only get rid of the legal problems that surround XRP, but it might also show regulators how to work with crypto firms in the future. The clock has started to tick. If the SEC agrees to the terms of the deal, the case may end without any more court cases. Just that would be a historic event. What happens afterward is what will really matter. Legal doubts about XRP could lift, and it could once again be the market leader. One thing is for sure, it will either become the next Bitcoin or not. Ripple is getting closer than ever to a court win that could change the way crypto is used in the US and other places. Right? Ripple and the SEC may finally be able to shake hands after years of legal chaos. It gets even more interesting after this. This court win doesn't just end the case, it could also make the price of XRP go through the roof. Then what kind of growth do we mean? Let's just say that some of the statements made by experts will blow your mind. In a tweet, XRP Dragon didn't hold back. If you ask the die-hard XRP fans, that truth is just now starting to shine through. As the excitement grew, Steph added to it with a strong message. XRP is about to blow up, but what's the real heat? That comes from the price goals. Crypto V said with confidence that $8.00 is still the goal because of fear selling. The XRP governor shocked everyone when he said that businessman and analyst Patrick Bet-David thinks XRP could reach $1,000.00 per coin soon. Reports say that even Binance thinks XRP could go through $600.00 in 2025. You're not the only one who thinks that is crazy, but the idea is true and it's getting around quickly. A tweet from Atomic Wallet that shook things up is adding fuel to the fire. You might not get rich with $1,000 0 cents in XRP. They used the example of getting XRP for $2 0 cents and riding it up to $10 0 cents to show this. Yes, that is a 5x jump, but a $1,000 0 cent purchase would only return $4,000 0 cents for a total of $5,000 0 cents. These events serve as a sobering warning that big wins don't always lead to life-changing wealth. To get $1 million from a $10 0 cents XRP, you'd need to own 100,000 of them. That is a $200,000 0 cents bet right now. The community had a lot to say, of course. Some people said Atomic Wallet was killing the buzz, which made people wonder about their intentions and even bring up old security worries. Others replied with more sober thoughts, saying that the real talk should be about the long game, building up over time, strategic positioning, and being early instead of being flashy. Now go even further. Cracks Matthew Brennan thinks that XRP could hit $100 0 cents or even $1,000 0 cents in the next 10 years. That could mean that someone who got $1,000 0 cents worth of XRP in 2024 could get back between $200,000 0 cents. It sounds crazy, but that's how crypto works. Surprise first, luck second. In any case, one thing is clear. XRP is either going to be the future standard for cross-border payments or just another coin in the fight. People in the neighborhood aren't giving up. One person said that XRP has always been the way. The truth can't be denied. Let's talk about something else that's just as exciting now. Ripple's newest business deals. Everyone has been talking about the case and price predictions, but Ripple has been quietly making deals that could change the way the world's money works. This isn't just positive. It means Ripple is planning to stay in business for a long time. There is a huge project being worked on behind the scenes, and I promise you that what comes next will surprise you. So while Ripple's battle with the SEC in court has been getting most of the attention, a quieter revolution has been happening that shows how important XRP is becoming in global banking. Things are changing in the story. It's no longer just fights over rules and regulations. This is about adoption in the real world. John Squire wrote that XRP is becoming more popular and the proof is quickly building up. Recently, one of the most talked about events was the proposal of a new bill in New York that would let the state government accept cryptocurrencies like XRP as payment. This isn't just a move for show. It's a big step towards making crypto a legitimate part of the public banking system. As soon as states start to accept digital assets, more people will start to use them. It tells someone something. These assets are no longer on the edge. They are becoming a part of it. At the same time, Ripple is making waves around the world. Yoshitaka Kitao, the chairman of SBI, has been a supporter of XRP for a long time. He was widely quoted years ago as saying that all Japanese banks will use XRP by 2025. Today, that forecast has come true. It is true that Japanese banks are starting to use XRP for payments, making it clear that Ripple's plans for deep integration in the Asia-Pacific region are not